Hi, welcome to another edition of our video mailbox. Sandra from Iowa Park writes in, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this, and no one seems to know. If I understand correctly, I'm supposed to purchase health insurance, which I can't afford, or I'd already have it, or I have to pay a tax. I have a job that does not offer health care benefits. If I have to pay for insurance, that would mean I have to do without something else. In this economy, I've had to cut back so much already. Gas prices are too high, food's gone up dramatically, and soon I'll have to buy something else I can't afford. I guess what I'd like to know is, what are my options? Or do you know? Not many people know what to expect. Thanks for your time. Well, Sandra, it's true, not many, if anybody, knows exactly what to expect with the implementation of this terrible health care bill that was rammed through the Congress. You're right, the law says starting January 1st, 2014, every one of us has to have health insurance of a kind that is approved by the government, and if we don't, we have to pay a tax. Now, it's also true that for lower income people, there are subsidies to help pay for that health insurance. Although it's been a very controversial point, how does the government know or check to see how much money you make to see whether you qualify for those subsidies or not? Recently, there's been some indication that they just are going to have to take your word for it, which of course is going to lead to all sorts of abuse and a lot of tightening down and other overreactions. So the requirement that every person have health insurance is one of the most controversial parts of this law, and it's on track to be implemented January 1st. Now there's another part of the law that says employers with more than 50 employees have to offer health insurance for their employees. The administration said recently that, well, they're just going to delay enforcing that part of the law. They're just not going to do it. It was supposed to take effect January 1st as well. There's a big question about how a president can choose what parts of a law he will enforce or not enforce. But this week, the House is going to vote to allow that delay so that employers do not have to provide health insurance for their employees for the next year. But then we're also going to vote on another bill that delays the individual mandate. My view is that if you're going to delay something on employers, you ought not to enforce it on the employees, the workers, which is exactly what the administration plans to do. You know, the bottom line is the closer we get to this health care bill, the worse it gets, the more opposition there is in the country. The best answer is to repeal it, and we voted to do that several times in the House. But in the meantime, we're going to look for every way we can to delay or to mitigate the disastrous consequences that it's going to have on every one of us. We're going to talk more about this in the future, but thanks for writing, and thanks again for listening to this week's edition.